Hi everyone, this is Cam here from the Waste to Wishes project at Gilded Lily, funded by the Climate Change Fund. In today's session, I'm going to do an aubergine and halloumi bake. Now, I'm going to use 4 cloves of garlic. I've got a leek sitting in the fridge that I need to use up as well. Also, I've got some courgettes sitting, so I thought I'd use that. And I've got 1.5 aubergines, and this is my halloumi cheese. And to that, I'm going to use some herbs, some paprika, chili powder, and also some salt and cumin as well. Okay, so first things first, what we're going to do is going to wash all our vegetables, and then we're going to chop them up. I have washed all my vegetables and chopped it up. So the garlic I've chopped into fine pieces and put in a pot, and to that I will add a bit of oil, vegetable oil. The aubergine I have diced up, and same with courgette and the leek. So the other thing I forgot to mention was we need some chopped tomatoes and some tomato puree paste. And I think I forgot to mention turmeric. So I have used 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of the mixed herbs, half a teaspoon of the chili, red chili, half a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of turmeric, and half a teaspoon of cumin. Now again, you can, when you're cooking this and it's nearly done, you can add on extra spices if you like. So you could even add to this if you want some green chilies when you were cooking. And again, all spices is up to you what spice you'd like to use. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fry off the garlic and the leek. That is the garlic and the leek cooking in the pot. So what we're going to do is we're just going to want to kind of soften it, just massage it off just for a couple of minutes. And then to that we're going to add the aubergine and the courgettes. And again, you can really add any vegetable that you like. So remember, most of these recipes, all of them that I'm doing, are very adaptable to whatever you have left. It's about using up the food and not wasting any food. So you can change it about. And please, if you do, share your recipes with us and your ideas and any dishes that you've baked using these videos that maybe, you know, you've maybe changed, or even if you baked it how it is, please do share with us and let us know. I've added the vegetables, and what we're going to do is we're going to just cook them again for a couple of minutes now with the leek and the garlic. And again, we don't really need to cook too much because a lot of it will be baked in the oven. So just a couple of minutes, and then we'll add in our spices. Okay, you can see that the aubergine is starting to go a bit brown, so don't overcook it too much. So I'm going to turn it down now, and I will add in all our spices, and you can put them all in together at once. Okay, so just put them in and give them a good stir. So remember, I've not used a lot of salt because the halloumi cheese is quite salty. So you can always put some salt and pepper at the table and add it in as an extra if people would like. So give it a stir. Make sure it's all coated. And the next thing we're going to add in is the tomato tins and the tomato puree. Okay, so 1 tin of chopped tomatoes, and I've used 2 tablespoons of the tomato puree paste. And what we're going to do is we're going to let that cook, simmer for about 15 minutes before we put it in the oven with the halloumi cheese. And to that, what you want to do is you want to add some water. So all I've done is I've taken some water from the kettle and put up to about half a tin, and also it makes sure I'm using all the tomato tins from this as well. I'm just going to add that in. Yeah, so you can see that rich tomatoey colour. Okay, so just give it all a good stir, and put your gas on medium, so it's not boiling, but just to make sure it is still cooking a wee bit, so all the flavours get mixed in well together. And put a lid on it. So we'll leave that for about 15 minutes. And then we'll finish it off with the halloumi cheese and we'll bake it. So that has been simmering on the gas for 15 minutes, and you can see that it's now all well combined, and that's a nice rich tomato gravy. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that into a casserole dish, and I have sliced up the halloumi cheese, and we're going to layer it with the halloumi cheese. So you can either put the whole bake in, the mixture, and then at the top put your halloumi cheese, or you can put a layer of the aubergine mixture and then a layer of the halloumi cheese and top it off like that. So I've put the mixture into a casserole dish and I've layered up. So at the bottom, I've got some of the mixture, then I put some halloumi cheese, and I've finished off with the mixture and halloumi cheese. So the next thing what you're going to do is you're going to bake this off you can do it in the oven or the grill. And it's basically just to brown your halloumi cheese. So I'm going to stick it in the oven for probably about 15 minutes and on 180 degrees. And then I'll serve this with some salad and garlic bread.